Transformation.
To Nightcap, the bi-weekly web show consisting of two friends unwinding with the topics that are making us hot. My name is Richard Pucci, and this is the wonderful Joy. I'm a real vlogger, Nickens. Hello, Miss Nickens. How are you?
You're lagging. It's lagging so hard. I don't understand.
That is unfortunate.
I know. I'm so sorry. It just rushed through the entire intro, and I was like, "What did you say?" Oh shoot. So sorry.
Oh.
Christopher says hello.
Hey,
Hi,
Christopher! What's up? All right. So, Nightcap, how are you doing today, Miss Joy? How are you doing?
I am doing very well. God is truly shining some light on me, and I am excited to be able to still be alive and to see you again. How are you doing?
I am doing pretty well with my snazzy new shirt, which, by the way, thank you, Nintendo, for making a large fit like this. I don't feel like I'm like a super, like meaty guy, but like it's like tight. But I'm doing pretty well. I am drinking spiced rum and festive holiday beverage from IKEA.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, I don't know what it's my IKEA. Spiced IKEA.
Oh my God. It sounds like the furniture store. That's what I thought you were drinking.
No, it's okay. So I went to the IKEA furniture store, and they have like groceries and like sodas and stuff. So I went last year, and around after I think I went in January. So they had like festive holiday beverage. So I bought like 2 bottles of it, and I never used it. So I'm using it as a mixer now because
oh wow,
it's festive holiday time.
Also, Ronnie says hi, guys.
Hey, Ronnie! Woohoo! So that is what I am currently drinking, and hopefully our viewers are also drinking something really good. All right. So
I'm drinking stupid water just in case.
Stupid water.
Clear vodka. Stupid water.
This is an advertisement for stupid water. Now with
stupid water.
Now with more stupid.
Because I'm drinking it. That's why.
Excellent. And let's face it, there's an elephant in the room, and that is the results are in. I went to the doctors, and I am negative. Woo!
Oh, thank goodness. We was praying on that for a minute. Oh,
I know. I am so happy those results came in. Ooh. So I am positively negative.
Congratulations.
No, but really, so our president-elect is Mr. Donald Trump.
Ooh, my baby daddy. Yes. Yes.
Right?
Donald J. Trump. How you feel about it, Ricky?
Okay. So this is how I feel about it. Socially, fiscally, like we don't know. Like he might do good financial things for us. We're already seeing him say things like, oh, well, there were bits of Obamacare that are good. And like, oh, like as far as like the illegals, like we're going to get the criminals out first before we go after like the people on the street that are doing good. Like
Mm-hmm.
I read that on my Apple News. I was like, you went from saying all people to now like just bad people. So we have no idea what is going on. I did see online that when Reagan was first elected as president, the first thing that he did was he made sure he had all the proper people as far as because he had no dealings with like other countries, so he made sure to elect people in certain roles that would be good for that stuff. So my whole thing is we don't know what's going on. That's it.
Okay.
And how do you feel?
Well, it was that whole, is this really happening?
Yeah.
And then it happened. And then you're just like, okay, well, now we have to deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm not scared. And I now, since I like to be positive, I hope that he is someone that we could hopefully rely on. But I do realize that he is one man. And just like Obama, the president can't do everything by himself. And it is no way, you know, everyone just says whatever to get into the office.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a human being. We got no choice but to give him a shot. So, you know.
And that is, and you know what? And at the end of the day, good job, bad job, 4 years. That's it. You know, minimum 4 years.
Unless he gets reelected again, like Obama did, and then we have 8 years of Trump. But you know, who knows? Who knows?
But I mean, like, if he does like a terrible job and everything goes crashing down, like the odds of that.
Well, we had Bush for 8 years too. Like, you know, like it's white man, black man, white man. Like whatever happens, I just hope that we're okay. Like,
though, did you see Miss Clinton's? Did you see her speech?
Her defeated speech?
Yes.
I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw the part that mattered, I guess, and I felt bad for her.
I saw the whole thing, and it just like it made me so sad. And the reason why it made me sad was because of the fact that this is most likely going to be the last defeat. You know what I mean? Like, this is like once you get this far, it's not like when she ran in like 2008 where like, oh, okay, like you didn't get the ticket, boom, you can try again later. Like, no, you got the ticket, you got your chance. That's it. You're done. You know what I mean? Like, so that holds some weight to see the end of somebody's political career.
Sure.
Crashing halt.
She did a good job. Rodney said that he's praying that Donald Trump does right by people.
Mm-hmm.
He's scared. And Chris said, Oreo, because I said white man, black man, white man. Not being racist, just saying. And then Rodney said that Hillary's concession speech was good.
Yes.
And it was so sad.
Did you hear about the glass ceiling? So apparently she was supposed to, like, if she won, she was going to be on a stage that was in the shape of the United States, and they were actually going to lower a glass ceiling above her to represent the glass ceiling being broken through.
That would have been such a statement, and I would have been proud of that moment. Mm-hmm. And then I would have been like, please, God, don't let her F this up like the president of South Korea. Like, please. So yeah, so since we know that Donald Trump won, how were your feelings towards Hillary? Being honest, I'm just
I am all for having a woman president more than anything. Mm-hmm. I just didn't want a crappy woman president. And I don't think she would have been good for the country. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's okay. And a lot of millennials. Okay, so the problem with millennials is that we're voting on third-party candidates. We're like, yeah, go Jill. Yeah. But that ends up like until there are enough people that are like, yeah, third party, then that's not going to be like a thing.
Yeah.
So which it's funny because Jamie Oliver had a really good piece about the third party candidates, and it was really funny because he basically digs deeper into their stories, and so just to hear like the stuff that like we didn't know about them, it was like, oh wait, so he's like, oh yeah, it's not the lesser of two evils, it's the lesser of four evils.
Ooh, that would have been a great topic.
Oh yeah, no, it was great. So how are you feeling about Hillary?
Excuse me. I will come clean and say I really didn't know a lot about her in general because when she was pretty relevant, I was a toddler. So I really didn't know much about her except that she's been in the office for a long time. I've seen little bits of her. But of course, what really did her in to me was that all of these daggone emails that people were so obsessed about.
Yeah.
And the fact that she just, I guess and I loved it personally, but she got really cocky at the end, which made me feel like, oh, girl, like dial it back, because everyone sees you as this money hungry, like power.
Yeah.
So, but I liked her, and of course, the only time I felt a little weird about her was that whole what was it called when you're trying to appeal to black people? That was the only thing that I was like, oh, Hillary, no.
Yeah.
No, girl, no. But she was all right.
Though one of my favorite things was to see, I wish that there was a better way for me to show graphics on this thing. There were amazing graphics that it was like vote Monica 2016, and then it was like, because I can get the job done when Hillary can't.
No.
I just thought that was really funny. Or or it was like, oh, it seems like it was just yesterday when Monica Lewinsky was vote Monica, because it was only just yesterday when she was on her hands and knees in the White House.
See, that they're never gonna let that girl live. Honest to God, they're not gonna let her live, and it's okay because look, maybe Bill and Hillary's marriage wasn't as like, maybe they're going through a rough patch. He needed to get something done in the office, and he did. And hey,
he looks awful now, though. He looks awful.
Oh,
it's like Skeletor. Like
age caught up with him.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'll go on the comments real quick, and then we can move on. Ronnie said, yeah, I saw people in South Korea protesting. He personally did not like either as candidates. Amen. Bernie or bust, LOL. And Chris said, we don't deserve Bernie. What a cute man. I enjoyed him.
Right? Did you see Bernie Sanders? The picture
when he was voting in the little booth?
No. I'm talking about the bird.
The bird? Oh, there was a bird that looked like him? Or there was a bird on his,
there was a bird that looked like Bernie Sanders. Wait, I have to find it.
Because there was the bird that landed on his podium, and that was great too. Bernie. I think that's what my mom said too. She was just like, oh, poor Bernie.
Okay, wait.
The bird with the crazy hair.
Yeah, that. And I should call him Bernie Sanders. Okay. All right. This segment is, my next segment is a repeating segment. It's new, or it's semi-new. Oh, hell no. And my oh, hell no is in response to the election. In case you didn't know, college kids were allowed to miss class and assignments due to the major upset of the election. Which,
oh hell no!
Oh hell no! Like, if you're old enough to be able to vote, like, you get back up. If you don't like it, or if you do like it, you go to school and you do what you got to do. We all did what we had to do after towers went down, after wars were declared. Us millennials, we need to get up on our bootstraps and accept that this is life, I think it's because we got so many trophies growing up. Really? I got in 6th place? I didn't need a trophy. Did you need a trophy?
No, I realized that it's gonna sound like an excuse, but in the years that we grew up, we were used to being babied, but then we were also brought up with those expectations. And I think that's why when we do act out, it makes us seem like we're worse than we actually are. Especially when it came to college in general and about being yourself and getting your goals and doing what's right. I feel like we had all that for so long through elementary and middle school that once we got to high school, we were like, yo, when we're adults, we're going to just do stuff. Like, we're going to get it done and whatever. And of course, since adults didn't have internet back then, and now that we do, and we use it for all sorts of craziness, we feel entitlement. I don't want to say entitlement, but I feel like entitlement people, and then there's people like us that really deserve certain stuff though. Like we work hard for what we get. So I feel like when we complain, a lot of them do complain, but I feel like most of us are trying to voice our opinion and we get shut down for being our ages and where we are in life. But I don't feel like we caused some of those things because crap is so high these days. Like certain things are high and we can't do what our parents did. So it's all just like a big mess of stuff too.
But my question is, should kids be able to miss out on class because they are upset?
Yes, because they're paying for it. Literally.
Oh, but as far as it being an excused absence?
An excused absence is the school's problem.
Yeah.
If I'm going to this college, I'm putting money I don't even have to be here. If I feel like there's a cause that I would fight for, then fine. Excused absence, I feel like it ventures from school to school. Now, how many of these people were out? And who were these people? And who were these races? Like, what? Was it like the whole school?
I was online at fox29.com and there were teachers that said that it was allowed.
Okay.
I don't know.
I feel like it really does venture from school to school.
Yeah. I don't know. If you're old enough to vote, you're old enough to deal with the results.
Because I'm sure that, like, Rutgers wouldn't be playing that. Like, no, you're gone. Like, you're not in school.
No. But it depends on the teacher. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, hell no. And like, as you said, like, you're paying, like you're going to school that you can't even necessarily pay for. So in my mind, I'm like, well, then you better go. You better go to all your classes. You better not miss stuff. Why? Because you got to pay for that.
Get that education.
Yes. Okay. So that was, oh, hell no. So
these kids, man.
I know. Sorry for my rant.
No, it's okay. Cause honestly, like, let's just say, for example, if Black Lives Matter happened while I was in college, you are for sure 100%. I was not going. Like, my parents would beat me. I'm not going to no protest for 5 days or whatever. I mean, so as of right now, I haven't found a cause to just straight up leave my job or school. But for real, Hell no. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, hell no. All right. I don't know if anybody had a response to that.
Chris said, so wait, can I get paid days off work then? And then Rodney said people are being babied. And then in terms of the students, leaving, Rodney said, I'm sure a lot of them were excused absences and, that they were gone. So.
Excellent. For fun news, guess what?
Oh, what?
The Nintendo Entertainment System came out on 11/11, their Classic Edition. Have you heard about it?
You mean the Switch?
No, not the Switch. The Nintendo Classic. So it looks like the original Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES, except for it's like smaller and it has 30 preset games inside of it, and it came out on the 11th.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh my God.
I believe it was selling for either $50 or $60. But okay, and it was being sold on Amazon, Target, like GameStop, and Walmart, and they sold out.
Yo, people in our nostalgia, like we really love to live in the past, but then complain about living in the past, you know? Like it's so crazy, but I love it.
Yeah. Okay. So this Nintendo Classic Edition outsells expectations, and there's virtually none available currently because they didn't manufacture as much as they should have. Because I think in their mind they were like, nobody's gonna want this. So let me tell you this, a 33-year-old game system sells 100% of their products, while Xbox One does not.
They don't listen to the people. They really don't.
We want to play our old games. We want to play our old games, and we want it to work, okay? We want it to work well, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Newer graphics.
Ronnie said that crap is a waste, LOL. I can download an emulator with thousands of games, haha.
Right?
Word.
Right, okay. So Rodney, I completely agree. I actually just bought a connector for USB to NES controller, so that way you can play use your old controllers on the computer for your emulation. That way at least you're like using the original controller. But there's still something nice about like having to blow into like the cartridge.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's something about not being able to play everything that you want in a whim, you know? There's a reason why we kind of want that. It's weird.
Chris says, meanwhile, I'm playing Zelda Ocarina of Time on my 3DS, LOL. He's using the past to play into the future, so that's a good job.
Oh my gosh. Actually, I think 2 Zelda games are on the classic edition NES.
They better. Shoot.
Weird. Is there do you want to bring up any of your topics, Miss Joy?
Well, I'm trying to see what would be most valuable right now in terms of gaming. Well, just in general. Right now I'm still waiting on the Final Fantasy 15 to be released towards it, because it's just, to me, it's just an overworld of just insanity. But besides that, I haven't really gamed weeks. It's very upsetting. Yeah, I've been running around and not being able to sit down and play the game, so, or any games really. But oh, I did get to watch Doctor Strange, which was really good. Such a great movie.
Was it?
So good.
So
it was.
Would you give it a thumbs? Like, what job would you give the movie? Like a Steve Jobs, a hand jobs?
Hand jobs, really, sir? I will give it a thumbs up.
Okay.
I will give it a thumbs up.
So, one of these.
I wouldn't give it all the thumbs up, like all the jerking motions, but I'll give it like a solid. You laid it on me good. Kind of
like you'd like press it. You'd.
You just
Yeah.
Because I went in not knowing anything about Doctor Strange. I just knew that, I was gonna say, I keep wanting to say Michael Fassbender. Benedict Cumberbatch was in it, and I know that whole the Swinson, and that her part was supposed to be Asian, but then it's not really Asian, and I was like, whatever, I'll just go because it's Marvel, and it was crazy. It's so good. It was like Inception.
Isn't it all like time travel-y, like, or not even time travel, but like just like materialistic, like going through different like wormholes?
Yeah, it was a lot of that. Like mirrors.
Cool.
It was it was cool because it was like if Tony Stark was a doctor and and then things got messed up and he ended up having to train himself. It was like a mix of Tony Stark getting hurt, and then remember when Batman had to go to the Himalayas or the mountains to train, like to do karate and martial arts and stuff?
Yeah.
He went to another country. It was like that.
Don't they all though? Like
Yeah,
that
they all
happened
just
with
go somewhere.
Elektra, Batman. Yeah, they all like go and they're like, okay, and then they train on some mountaintop. It's actually that's like a trope.
I know it's like a tale as old as time, and I loved it. So I don't know, just typing something. Okay, so I loved what they did, and I loved how they introduced the characters, and it wasn't bad. Like a lot of people were like, "Oh, this was," but people always assume that before you watch it. It was good. I really enjoyed it, and they had 2 trailers at the end because you know how Marvel is.
Yeah. They like
they hit you with that one. Oh yeah. So yeah, it was great. The only thing is, I wish that I did not see it in IMAX.
what?
That junk was $20. I didn't need to see that in $20 3D BS.
No, I think because that's how I saw Star Wars Episode 7. Right? That was 7, right?
7, the one that just recently came out with.
I saw that, and it was cool. Like, considering the fact that I'm not a Star Wars fan, I think seeing it in like the weird like real 3D was like so cool that I was like, this isn't my thing. But I was like, look, it's coming at me.
What's that? What's the name of the Star Wars movie? I can't even remember.
The Force Awakens.
There we go. And I watched it. I watched it on the internet, but like I watched it. That's good.
That's like me in every X-Men movie.
Right? Oh.
I'm done paying for X-Men movies. Even though the last 3 I have liked.
I haven't been as Star Warsy as I was in the past, so that's why I was like, what? Who? Oh, okay, this happens. Great. Ronnie asked if I watched. Did you watch the trailer? So I asked if it was Ghost in the Shell. He says Doctor Strange was great. Brown. Oh shoot, I shouldn't even say that. Sorry. Rick is a darling family friend from Florida. So what's up, Rick? He's here. He says hi.
Hey.
I was trying to find it. It was not Hybrid Doll. It was Hybrid Child. Please send me that link, sir. Christopher says Star Wars, meh. And Ronnie says X-Men Apocalypse, sass, trash. I don't even know.
What?
I didn't watch it.
I actually liked it. I'm sorry.
That's the one with Psylocke, right?
Yes. Okay.
I didn't see it.
It's okay. I understand. I get it. It's not X-Men at this point is not. You don't go to X-Men for class.
Exactly.
It's not the best storytelling. It's not the best action sequences. It's CGI. Backs, but it gives you that cheese that you want sometimes, like that, like cheesy factor of like having a cast that's so large, or seeing Jubilee with her like yellow, looking all 80s-ified with her like, yes, that's what I want to see. Sorry, that's because I liked the TV show, the cartoon.
When did this movie come out? Because I'm surprised I missed it.
June. It was like June 27th or something. It was around my birthday.
Dang, I didn't even care to watch it. I'm so sorry. And I love X-Men movies.
I know. Well, guess what? We have a new segment called Today in History. Woohoo!
Yes.
Today in History, in 1859, guess what? The final installment of A Tale of Two Cities was published. And because it was such a large serial in a newspaper, guess what? I don't care. Because it was so freaking big. I don't know if they made you read that book, but if you pick that book up, like, it hurts your back. Okay? Vanity Fair, Tale of Two Cities. The reason why they were so large was because the writers kept on writing because they were serials.
Oh, wow.
Dawn. That would be like if somebody were to transcribe all of our web shows. Towards the end, they'd be like, what? I don't care. So, Tale of Two Cities. Next thing, in case you thought this week was bad, I believe it was during World War II, gypsies were forced to go to concentration camps. So if you thought this week was bad, imagine having to pack up all of your bells, your gypsies, your tramps, and thieves, and go to camp. Not fun. So that was Today in History.
Dun, 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 dun.
Actually, I like that's Zelda, right?
No, it's Final Fantasy.
That's Final Fantasy?
Yeah. Unless Zelda has a similar song.
I think that should be the official conclusion to that segment.
The only Zelda song I know is like that's my jam. Like I just like, I have a rock. I have a
Chris
rock.
Is probably
remix.
Like what? He's like, what's going on?
No, Chris actually was like Final Fantasy VII Remake, Purple Heart. Yeah, I'm like. Oh, Saria song or Saria song. That's what it's called.
Ah, look at that. That's why I love our viewers, because they can always like
thank you.
Because like we love you, and the reason that wasn't even a heart. This is like a pumpkin. It's like some pumpkin spice over here. That is ours.
Because I never played Zelda, and I'm not used to this.
This is a pumpkin spice. This is pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice fool. Excellent. Woohoo! Look at that. Segments are going through like the roof. Just an update. In case if anybody is wondering, I believe there's one more episode of American Horror Story, and I have to tell you, this season is the best season of American Horror Story ever.
Shut up! Really?
I personally like it better than the first season, and I love the first season more than anything because it was such a classic story. Because this season takes a very classic story of a house haunting in Roanoke, and it's told through a story where it's documentary. So you have the actors reenacting the story of what happened to real life people, and that's what happens for the first 5 episodes. And then, spoiler alert, it's already on episode 10 is airing, I think, tomorrow. So this isn't a major spoiler. But so after the first 5 episodes where they go through the reenactment, there's an episode where they talk about the production, and then they decide that they want to put the actors and the people that lived in the haunted house to go back during the ceremonial time for the spirits with cameras. So basically like Big Brother, but with haunted spirits attacking people. And the remainder of the series deals with the people back there with production equipment, all shooting the footage live. And of course, the production people, they don't think that it's haunted. So they have like stuff that they have planned out. But very quickly, they realize, like this is real. And they find out way too late that it's real. So I believe there's this season, instead of having 12 episodes, they're only having 10 episodes. So a lot of times American Horror Story sort of gets fatigued towards episode 9 and 10. They go off on a weird direction. But one thing that I've noticed with this season is that unlike any other season where I was able to like do some like light gaming while I was like watching it, I found myself ending up dying during my light gaming because it's so good that I had to actually pay attention to it. So
Dang.
if you need to, or I highly recommend watching this season, especially if you like season 1, because it has a classic tale, but then it flips it over sideways and it's like it drops mics, like it's like boom.
Chris said it's definitely better than the first season.
Thank you. Because that is not something American Horror Story fans, basically they all say the same thing. They're like, season 1 was the best season, and then Coven.
Mm-hmm. Ronnie still hasn't watched it.
That's okay.
And we have we personally don't have Krispy Kreme in our area, but Rick wanted to let us know that pumpkin spice donuts are at Krispy Kreme tomorrow only.
What?
Well, got that? Then definitely go find a Krispy Kreme.
That sounds good. I'm working a double tomorrow, but if I wasn't, I would think that would be like the perfect little side mission for us.
I think that'd be so amazing. I would love to do it.
We should call out.
I would travel. I have no problem traveling.
I know, you were skydiving because you felt like it one day. You were like, I'm gonna go skydiving.
Oh yeah, I'll drive for food. I don't care where it is. I'll do it.
That's like the Waffle House. Let's go to the Waffle House.
Oh my god, we should take a road trip though, and because I have the camera and we could totally film stuff, and it'd be so fun.
If we're going anywhere, we're going to the Amish country, okay? Because they have really good butter. And it's cheap. Yeah. It's so cheap. You don't go to the tourist attractions at the Amish country. You go down the roads and you find the road stands, and they're like, oh, for this big thing of butter, $2.
How much butter are you eating?
No, my parents so my mom just got knee surgery, or she just got a new knee put in, so she wasn't able to go. But my parents every year around this time, they go to the Amish country and then they buy a ton of butter, and pastries and stuff, and that way for Thanksgiving they always have a nice plethora of pies and stuff. But the amount of money that they end up spending hundreds of dollars on this stuff. But if you would have bought it, at a tourist attraction, it would have cost 3 times the amount. But they're buying it directly from the Amish people, so they get all the proceeds, and it helps keep their
True.
It helps keep their family and their farms running. So I
thought of an idea about what if we went and we lived amongst them for 2 weeks? What if we just straight up, but we were allowed to film it?
Yeah.
And be so this is day 3 at Amish country, and where is the goddamn internet? Just
oh my gosh. Or it's oh no, I can't plug anything. Well, actually it's weird because in their scripture, it says something about not having the outside world in your home. So that's the reason why they don't do the electricity thing.
Oh.
Because I've seen them touch registers at a diner.
It's just as long as it's not in their home.
Yeah. It's it's something weird about letting the outside world in.
Wow.
Right?
I guess in a philosophy, I'm using the word completely wrong. But in that kind of way, I want
to hashtag that. Philosophy way.
Philosophy way? Maybe in a psychological way that makes sense. You don't want to have all of that distraction and craziness infiltrating your home, because home is where the family is important, and they don't have to worry about being distracted with the TV and the internet and the electricity.
And evil.
Philosophical. There you go. Thank you. Oh my God, Chris literally broke the word down. Because I'm an idiot. Thank you so much for not judging me in my time of not being able to think. Rick said butter and scrapple. Reverse reality show.
You said Scrapple! I love Scrapple! Yes!
Philosophical.
Do you know what Scrapple is? Scrapple is to the Amish country, that pork roll is to New Jersey. It's all of the reject parts, just like, and like fried up, and it's so good. Scrapple. It's reject parts. Oh, thank you, Rick. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Is that, do they make scrapple because they want to? Like, because it was a leftover thing, so they just say, I'll just do whatever, and then I never had it.
It's so good. It's right, Rick. It is like good. And
he said it's the best, isn't it?
it's well, as you can tell, my reaction to hear somebody say scrapple, that and ring bologna, it's so good. Like the stuff that you get there is so stinking good. It is excellent. Let's see. Do you have any fun?
I went to you ever hear of Sight and Sound Theater?
My parents went to Sight and Sound.
Okay, so there are churches that go there and they do trips, and I went on a couple of them, and usually when you're done watching the show, you go to the Amish buffet, like there's the huge place with all the food and stuff.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure what we had was food cooked by them, and it was fantastic, but it ran through me so fast that I was like, what is it?
Because it was like all natural stuff, because it was like real food.
It was so pure that I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I feel odd about this. Oh, no, bathroom. Okay. And it just, woo, swoosh. So yeah, that's the only Amish experience I had with food.
And then you were able to eat more substantially.
Oh yeah, then I went back. Then I went back and ate more.
Do you have any fun Thanksgiving plans coming up?
Surprisingly, no. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Probably staying up here, really.
We'll get a really nice TV dinner. My mother is currently not going to be able to cook, so I'm going to do like one of the like lunch things at a restaurant with a friend.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
I should do that.
Yeah, no, because like you have like, please, loser. All right, so this is the new and improved Nightcap, the bi-weekly web show. In case, Mr. Rodney, I don't know if you are liked our Facebook page, but it is www.facebook.com/Nightcap web show. There's a Nightcap show. Crap. I believe it is www.facebook.com/Nightcap web show. We are now trying to get more into the minds of people. That way more people can know and understand and possibly love or hate the show. So if you could give us a like, that would be awesome. Spend that social currency.
And thank you guys for even participating. Thank you for being up at 12 o'clock at night for us. Like, it's so appreciated, really and truly.
If we could hug and kiss you all, we would. We would.
Word, but no commitments.
No. I think I'm like writing that down.
Because I'll definitely hug and kiss you, but no commitments. You can't fall in love with us. Like,
yeah.
You know, hashtag not basic, hashtag single forever, because I'm a loser. Ronnie said he never had it, which I assume he's talking about the Scrabble. Rick said Shady Maple south of Reading, Pennsylvania. Rodney also says that he has that same shirt as you, and he will do, which means he'll go on the Facebook page, LOL. And he said friends with benefits, LOL. And we'll see about that.
And I wore this. I actually bought this specifically for this episode because I was going to talk about the NES. So we love and appreciate you guys. And thank you so much. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Oh, man, it's over already? Oh, shoot.
I know, right? It was a good episode.
Dang. Well, if anything, y'all, happy Thanksgiving. We're not dead from the political apocalypse that was but didn't happen. And we're gonna be okay, guys. We'll be fine.
Woo! Yeah! Party downtown! Woohoo! I don't know what I'm saying. Play with me.
It's because we're drunk. I'm merely rocking all over the place.
Yes.
Ronnie says you guys don't have to go, but Richard's the timekeeper, so. Check us out on Facebook.
I'm the Whoopi Goldberg or the Meredith Ferreira from The View. I have to be the timekeeper. Nah, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.